Hello, world. Welcome into you another edition of the Nickel and Dime Show. Of course, I'm Caleb McBride. My partner in crime to my left is Harry Hughes. We got a nice show planned out for you guys today. It's been a little bit of a minute since we've been on. We only did one show last week.
Yeah,
I
no.
believe.
Slow week last week.
Yeah.
Get back into the groove.
Slow week. It's kind of not necessarily dead period, slow period, I would call it. Slow period right now in sports. NBA playoffs going to be kicking off in about a month. March Madness is upon us. Some great things are going to be happening. We'll be having some special episodes. I know our guest Nick Fastigi is coming back this week.
Yep.
Later in the week. You guys seem to really love Nick. You guys ran up that video.
Yeah.
They love Nick.
They love Foch. They love Foch.
Yeah, he's a man of the people. He's a man of the people. So yeah, we're gonna get things going here. Little Tuesday action.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to get into it. I'll start us off.
Yeah.
Kind of sad news, bad news. Kyrie Irving, Mavs point guard, Mavs guard. I guess point guard now, Luka's gone.
Yeah.
Out for the year with an ACL tear.
Yeah.
And, obviously the Celtics have their relations with Kyrie Irving. I have no ill will towards Kyrie, so I was bummed to see him go out. One of the flashy, fun players in the game. Bad for basketball.
Yeah.
Really bad for Dallas. Really bad for Dallas. What are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts is it sucks for Dallas, honestly. Just not the season. I mean, Nico Harrison, got it.
Get him out of there.
Got to be the most hated man in Dallas right now. Just a bombshell of a season. I mean, think about it. Think about it for the Mavs. You go into the season thinking, okay, let's get back. Let's work on getting back to the finals. We got a whole season worth of Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively should be getting better going to his sophomore year. Luka, Kyrie, and then we added Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get it twisted. Klay Thompson's still a very valuable player, a serviceable player. I think that's selling him short, just calling him serviceable a little bit. Can still shoot the ball. And fast forward to now, it's like, how the hell did we get here?
They're cooked.
And, I mean, they're battling so many injuries. Lively's still out. Gafford's out still. P.J. Washington is hurt. AD is hurt. That's nothing new. And then Kyrie Irving now. I mean, Kyrie's averaging 39 minutes a game for the Mavericks. And, Kyrie's not young.
He's getting up there now.
He's getting up there, but he's playing 39. The thing that is, kind of shocking and, really attests to how great Kyrie Irving is he's averaging 39 minutes, folks, but he's also balling. Kyrie is one of the most skilled basketball players I've ever seen in my life. His handles, the way he's able to finish, get to the rack. I mean, I can go on and on about the talents of Kyrie Irving, and it really sucks for the Mavs because I think their playoff hopes are pretty much shot at this point. With all the injuries I just listed, plus losing your main guy, because I feel like Kyrie Irving kind of got pushed into that, thrusted into that role when Luka left. And, without their main guy, I mean, it's going to be, sorry about that, it's going to be real hard for them to make the playoffs, I think, in a competitive Western Conference.
Yeah, deep Western Conference. Just want to give Kyrie Irving a shout out though. Toughed it out, made both his free throws, took both his free throws after the ACL tear. Very Kobe Bryant like. He did it after tearing the Achilles. And Dallas is in a tough spot, real tough spot because he's gonna come back, hopefully at 100%. But you never know when you get older, when you get a serious knee issue. It's not the Achilles. The Achilles is the death sentence.
Yeah.
You've only ever seen Kevin Durant really come back in the form after that. But ACL, because Kyrie's shifty, it moves is like the.
That's pretty important for him.
It is.
Pretty important for him because exactly that's his whole game.
Yeah.
His shiftiness, and on top of that, it happened later in the season too, so he might not be ready for the first 2 months of the
Next year.
Of next year, yeah. And even then, it's gonna take him a little bit to get back to the form of things. Trusting that knee again, because there's a lot of mental process that goes into injury like that.
Trusting yourself again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sucks for the Mavs, honestly. Really, their season just shot. Really shot. You
Yep.
see, they also raised their ticket prices too.
Ooh.
Their
Crazy.
Their season ticket prices.
Crazy.
I mean, I feel like it's like they're trying to lose their fan base.
Yeah, no,
It's
they're
like
doing a good
trying
job.
yeah, it's like they're trying to lose their fan base. It's not like I'm not saying that they wanted Kyrie to get hurt or caused the Kyrie injury, but raising season ticket prices and just the trade and all of that. Little kind of going off topic here, but I feel like they're kind of trying to lose their fan base a little bit.
Well, the good news for Kyrie, well, not good news, something to look at is he's done everything he's ever had to do, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
He's already accomplished. It's not a what if. Say Kyrie Irving never comes back to form. there's no more question marks on his career.
Yeah.
Seen to be a champion. Hit
No,
the
he's
big.
a Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying. So at least it's not like a guy getting hurt with so much still left to do.
Yeah.
Like he's a champion. Hit the biggest shot probably in NBA history, and it's been like frying people for 15 years now, which is unbelievable. He's been in the league that long. And he's just done so much. So, yeah, that sucks for Kyrie. Anything else you want to say about that, or you want to move on? Just a quick little thing to start the show off with, breaking injury news.
No, it just sucks for Kyrie. Sucks for Dallas. Kind of a shit season for them, honestly.
Yeah, going to the finals last year. Everyone's like, all right, come back with Luka, get Clay, got Kyrie playing good, and then all of a sudden you got no Kyrie, you got no AD. They played one game together, him and Anthony Davis.
Yep.
And what sucks for them is Anthony Davis was balling in that first game, so you never really get to see what that looks like. Maybe we'll find out next year. But to transition a little bit, we got a new little segment. I don't know how often we'll do this because it's kind of a rare thing. The Bachelor, it's a show where people like try to figure out who they want to make whoopee with or whatever. It's like a dating show. It's like I believe there's a bachelor and a bachelorette.
Yeah.
We're not talking about people kissing. We're talking about people playing the receiver position. Because it's it's a drama-filled show. The Bachelor.
Yeah.
No position in the history of sports is more drama-filled than the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go into that. We're gonna talk about the receivers around the league, who's staying, who's leaving, because there's a lot going on. Starting off today, Devontae Adams gets released.
He's leaving.
He's gone.
Released from the Jets. Saves the New York Jets nearly $30 million in cap space. It's a lot of money. That's a big move.
Yeah.
And them releasing Devontae should say a lot to how other teams view Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously the Jets wouldn't have released him if they could find a trade package. And I wonder, obviously I'm not an insider, so my question would be, is it that the Jets would ask him too much in return, or did no one want Devontae Adams?
No one wanted his contract.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's what I'd guess what it is. But yeah, you look around the league. I mean, almost everyone could use a receiver.
Yeah.
Because one of the positions, you don't need two quarterbacks really.
No.
You only really need one running back to be great.
Yeah.
You can take as many receivers as you want.
Yeah.
So you look around, so many teams. Who do you think is the right fit for him? Where do you see him going?
For Devontae, it's kind of going back to when we talked about when he originally asked out of Vegas. I would like to see him maybe Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Kansas City even maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it all depends on who can afford him. I don't know if he goes to Washington now. I feel like Washington's kind of off the board now. I mean, they could go with three-headed monster, but I mean, I don't know. They just got Deebo Samuels.
Yeah, maybe
they're probably kicking themselves now.
Yeah.
Because they probably didn't know about the Devontae, and they went and go traded for Deebo. But I really think Devontae could go to AFC North team and the Steelers and Baltimore Ravens. I'd like to see him in Baltimore though.
Maybe a potential reunion in Green Bay.
Yeah,
that's something that could happen.
Yeah. I like the Green Bay move too because they really don't have a dominant one. They have a receiving room by committee.
Wicked, probably the most committee receiving core in the league.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of guys doing stuff. Be good to get their one back because that's their guy.
What about you? What do you like him going?
Well, it sucks because obviously in my mind, every good receiver, I'm like, Patriots because we need one. Yeah. I don't see Devontae Adams being our guy. I like Pittsburgh. I think he looked good in the Pittsburgh jersey. I can see it. I can envision it. Depending on what to do with quarterback, if you get Russell Wilson back, I think you 100% bring in Devontae Adams because you're already bought into having older guys.
Yeah.
I think he could be really good for having four George Pickens because Devontae Adams is a professional.
I think it depends on who you go with your quarterback because if you go with Russ, then you can have George and Devontae. I feel like if you go with Russ, then it's more of a incentive to bring Devontae in because now you're stretching the field more.
Yeah. 100%. So I could totally see him ending up there. I think that makes sense. Switch lanes, another receiver. This one's pretty simple. It's T. Higgins. Not simple, but he got tagged. So they're going to extend him or they're going to trade him. What do you see happening?
After this season?
No, it's going to be before camp, kind of.
The franchise tag?
Yeah, they're going to franchise tag him, but they can trade him on the tag, and someone will do a sign and trade, basically, or they're going to extend him right now. Because they said they tagged him to extend him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they tagged him for a year.
No, he is tagged for a year, but he can sign an extension that will nullify the tag.
Okay.
So do you see him getting that extension, or do you see him leaving Cincinnati?
I feel like he's gonna end up leaving.
You think he leaves?
I think he ends up leaving because the Bengals. 2 reasons. The Bengals are a historically cheap franchise. Mm-hmm. That's 1. 2. The problem this year was defense.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to spend some money on the defensive end. Well, I don't like it. It's hard. I feel like it's hard to tell, obviously, because Depends on where they want to go. I feel that maybe they should go get some guys in free agency, but their defense, they could take the perspective of their defense start playing better towards the end of the year. They just brought in a talented defensive coordinator from Notre Dame. Blank on his name.
Golden?
Yes.
Is it Al Golden?
I think so.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. But they bring in the defense coordinator from Notre Dame. Okay, that helps a lot because a lot of defense is coaching and schemes, knowing your personnel.
Where to put the right people.
Exactly. And so they could just see that as like, okay, we're good on that. Let's just run it back with that team and then bring in T. Let's just bring T back. Or they can just say, oh, let's go get couple players on defense. Like they can throw some money at Zach Bond.
Yeah.
Middle linebacker. Darius Slay is a free agent now. They can go get Darius Slay.
Ward from Niners. Tre'Davious Ward.
So like they can go get guys in the secondary to kind of help that defense, and it really just depends on what they value and where they want to go. But I think they will end up going with signing because of who is available. I don't think you can really pass up that chance. I don't think it would be a smart idea. I understand the thought process of wanting to go with T because of how good it's been in the past, but defense wins championships.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I think they're gonna extend him.
You think so?
Breaks my heart because he looks sick on the Pats, but I think that's where it's gonna go because I think if you gotta keep Joe Burrow happy, gotta keep Jamar Chase happy. Those two, and I think they all like playing together. I think they all love playing together. That three-headed monster.
Yeah.
I've seen people on social media. I've seen Jamar Chase on social media. Been like the franchise tag. I think they're expecting him to get extended.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow's been outspoken all year since the beginning of the season that they need to extend T. Higgins. So I could see an extension being signed shortly. It's just can they pony up and get the money to him. Yeah. But if he were to leave, the two teams you'd be eyeing up at the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots.
The UBI?
I think those are the two teams who'd be heavily after him. I thought Washington was going to be in the mix. I think with Deebo Samuel.
Debo Samuel kind of puts him out of the mix.
Not sure why you do that, honestly. We can get into that in a minute. But, yeah, I think Patriots make sense to get a second-year quarterback. T. Higgins is extremely easy to throw to. Crazy athlete, huge frame, can make it happen.
And I think
same thing with Carolina. He's a Carolina native. I think that's going to lean into it. Playing at Clemson, family from the area. So I think that makes sense for him to go there.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think those are your two teams you heavily got to watch. If he were to be traded. And they have assets and money.
I think all the teams that we just named for Devontae, too, will be in the mix for T. Higgins, too. Why not go like Green Bay?
Yeah, but the Bengals wouldn't trade him to an AFC North team.
Yeah.
That would never happen. And the Green Bay, yeah. But I just don't see him wanting to go to Green Bay.
Maybe just the NFC team because they're not going to trade him because the suitors in the AFC would be the Chiefs. That comes to my mind, the Chiefs, Steelers, and Ravens, and they're not going to trade to any of them.
What about the Pats?
Pats, maybe.
Why would we not be after him, though?
Yeah, Pats.
We got so much money. We got stupid money right now. And that's going to help.
You can eat up you can take the contract.
Hell, we'll give him $35 a year.
I mean, why wouldn't they trade the Pats?
Yeah, Pats are low in the conference right now. It's not like how maybe that does give them the boost you need. But who knows? But yes, I could see.
It's just a threat, though.
I see him extending. I see him staying in Cincinnati. I think I think it sells tickets. I think since they are a cheap franchise, T. Higgins does sell merchandise, tickets, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Keeping him, Burrow, and Chase together won't those games will always be sold out, no matter how bad the defense is. A bad defense sells tickets if you have a good offense.
Yeah.
Because that means every game is gonna be a damn shootout, and people love watching exciting football.
Well, my thing is I feel like I'm putting my GM hat on, and I'm thinking I feel like our offense will think about how main things to think about, Harry.
Yeah.
How easy it is to get a receiver.
Yep.
In the draft, and how deep how easy it is for a receiver to come in the league and be great, even in later rounds. Like Puka, you can get a guy like Puka Nacua, right? That's one thing that comes to mind. The second thing is I saw how bad my defense was, and if my defense was better in one game or 2 games, we would have been a playoff team.
Yeah.
I just brought in a defense coordinator to bolster our defense. But I want to keep building off of that. That's just not good enough because a coach can coach, but you need guys out there.
Yeah, 100%.
And you can bank on some of your young guys coming back, but why not get a veteran? Why not bring in Slay? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why not use some of that money when you already have a true number one in that duo?
You might have the number one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have that duo of Burrow and Chase, and it's so lethal that even if teams focus on that and they think, we can just focus on Jamar now. Well, I'm gonna bring in a young guy, maybe Isaiah Bond falls.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can draft Golden or something like that. Golden's probably gonna be a first rounder, but some receiver that you can go and get in the later rounds, like on day 2, day 3, that can come in and be of service to you. Because you also got Yosifas too, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think it's easier to find a receiver in the later rounds when you have a quarterback like Joe Burrow.
That's another thing too.
Hell, like, pick up Terrace Marshall off the street. I'm sure he'll come play.
Exactly.
See him and Joe Burrow ball out before. So, yeah, I understand your sentiment. I just think they're going to be heavily pushing for it. Like, Burrow, Chase, the fans, everything. There's a lot of pressure, and they don't want to disappoint the fans when they're, like, one of, like, the most exciting times the Bengals have ever been in their franchise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, they weren't good last year, but they were wicked exciting. You got Burrow and Chase throwing bombs.
Yeah.
Next receiver, let me call this the last one, or you got any other guys? A few guys. I'm thinking DK Metcalf.
We'll go. Yeah.
We talk about DK Metcalf.
We talk about DK.
Because there's rumors every year that he could get moved.
Yeah.
And it's just like, who's gonna pull the trigger? Is Seattle ready to let him go? Do you see him possibly being traded? Like, what would on a percentage would you say that he gets traded?
30 maybe.
I think I'm in that same ballpark.
It's very low, but my thing about DK, the trade, I feel like people, the side that should be willing, if anything, to push that trade, to actually go through with it, should be Seattle, not DK. Because DK Metcalf should be way more dominant than he actually is.
Yeah, if you look at analytics, he's not a great jump ball receiver, which makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all. This guy is humongous.
Mm-hmm.
And he should be he should be able to create separation just off his strength. Like,
and he runs a 4.3.
He should be like AJ Brown. He should literally be like, he's bigger than AJ
There's no
Brown.
reason he shouldn't be better than AJ Brown. He's bigger than him and faster.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like DK has been very underwhelming. He hasn't been able to stay healthy too.
Yeah.
So I feel like if anything, it would come from Seattle. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I don't care. My personal opinion, DK has no reason to be asking for a trade. The franchise has done more for you than you've done for them.
If you're a casual football fan, you'd love DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Like, the highlights are sick. Like, him, like, but it's weird because his highlights are him taking, like, a slant to the house.
Exactly.
It's not him
It's
high
not
pointing a ball.
what his prototype should be.
Yeah, no, but I think, like, maybe get him out of Seattle, get him a new fresh start. But, like, what would his price be? Like, would Seattle think they can get it first?
No.
Exactly.
No, like, I feel like he would go for, like, a third and below.
Because what's his contract's big contract?
Yeah, because he's got to be off a rookie deal now.
Yeah, because he's the same like class as AJ Brown.
Was that 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
I think it was 2019 class.
So he would have been signed in like 2023.
Yeah, so they signed him to an extension already. So you're gonna eat up some of that money, and really, it might be hard to find a suitor for him because who's gonna take that contract? I don't know what the contract details are, but I don't know if it's high. I don't know if too many teams are gonna take that eat that contract up.
Well, there's one team that I think screams DK Metcalf.
Hold on, before you continue, he's on a 3-year, $72 million deal right now. So Seattle signed into a 3-year, $72 million extension. So that's like $18 million a year.
It was 3 years, $72 million.
Yeah, it says 18. It says his base salary is $18 million a year.
Okay.
Or in 2025, it will be $18 million a year.
So my thing is, there's one team
mm-hmm.
in particular that screams DK Metcalf. AFC team. Could you guess who it would be?
Steelers.
Nope.
AFC team that screams DK Metcalf.
Yeah, this is a team that'd be 0-0 that would give him up like something stupid for him.
Browns.
Nope.
Ravens.
West.
Oh, AFC. Oh, I thought you said AFC North. My fault. Raiders.
The Raiders.
Raiders.
That's the team that like, yep, DK Metcalf. We need DK Metcalf. And hopefully Tom Brady in charge, he can calm that down a little bit. But was it Mark Davis? Yeah, Mark Davis like, come on, gimme. Like, that's how they operate. They see the like potential, they see the speed, they see the size, and they're gonna freak out and try to get it.
Well, another thing about DK, he's gonna hit the market next year. His contract is up after next year, so or not 2 years, my bad. 2026, his contract is up.
Yeah.
So they could just wait it out.
They
might as well just wait it out, honestly, for Seattle. Because, I mean, their team's not really set up to win now. Gino's not.
He's not going to win you a Super Bowl.
Gino's not going to get you to a Super Bowl. I don't know what happened to the defense because Reek and Witherspoon were a crazy deal rookie year. And this following year, they weren't really all that. They kind of took a step down a little bit.
I thought Witherspoon was good. I thought Woolen was bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was saying both of them as a duo.
Mm-hmm.
One of them held their part, but Woolen kind of took a step down. So Seattle's not really set up to win now. And you're going to have older guys like Leonard Williams. Like, you're going to be in a better spot. Like, you're going to have a more idea of where to go.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have older guys and expiring contracts and things of that nature. So, you might as well I would honestly wait if I was Seattle and just see where everything goes with my team.
Yeah. Any other receivers you want to hit on?
Debo?
Yeah, Debo obviously got moved. I think Debo Samuel's fun to watch when, like, you're watching the red zone. He makes, like, that one good play a game. Other than that, Deebo Samuel kind of sucks.
People keep, he popped off that 2020 year, the 2021 year, when he went over, 17,000 all-purpose yards.
Mm-hmm.
It's not 1,700 all-purpose yards.
Mm-hmm.
17,000 would be crazy.
A big season.
Yeah. He had 1,400 receiving yards, and then I think he went over 1,000 yards once, 1,000 receiving yards once since then.
I think he's slow.
And that was 5 years. The 2021 year was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's just he's not.
Go ahead.
He's not a good route runner.
Yeah.
He's not explosive. He can't catch. I don't know what the positive is. He can run out the backfield. He can pick up 4 yards.
The whole thing, how it started was they're using him in different ways. And,
yeah.
They're putting him in the backfield. They're handing the ball off to him. They're playing him like a little league football player.
Yeah.
The best.
As an athlete.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's usually what happens to the best kid on your team. They're they're
get him the ball however you can.
They're good because they're just a better athlete than anyone at a young age.
Yeah.
And that's literally what they were using DK as.
Or Debo.
Debo, yeah. Debo. And since then it hasn't really worked out. The Niners, man, they're gonna be in some trouble.
They're gonna figure it out quick.
Cause
shit's not gonna be pretty soon.
You mind if we spend some time on this?
Yeah.
The Niners real quick, because let's just think about it here. They're gonna have to pay Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Whatever they pay him will be an overpay.
They just got Debo for a fifth round pick. That's not gonna do anything. Well, it depends on how good you are at drafting.
Yeah.
Because fifth rounder is not really too much to write about. They signed Ayuk to a big contract. He was horrible this year.
And towards ACL, right?
And got hurt. Bosa's contract's probably going to be expiring soon.
Mm-hmm.
Warner's probably going to be expiring soon. Kittle isn't getting younger.
Yeah, Ward's gone.
Ward's going to be gone.
Dre Greenlaw will be gone.
Niners went from being a consistent contender to now just being a middle of a pack. Kind of how they were, really post Alex Smith era.
Yeah. They were before Jimmy G.
Yeah, before Jimmy G, post Colin Kaepernick.
The Jimmy G years when they didn't go to the Super Bowl. Those years where they just kind of, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think the Niners are going to be in a load of trouble because Ayuk, he was terrible last year.
Yeah.
And he did the whole wide receiver drama thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't work out. Kittle's still playing great. Bosa's still playing great. But as you're saying, Kittle's getting old. Bosa's going to have to get paid a shit ton.
And he's also getting older, too. Well, he was drafted in 2018, right?
2019.
19? Oh.
Yeah, so he's all right.
Yeah.
But, Fred Warner, how can he keep up that production? Because it's kind of ridiculous. Hafanga, he's kind of fallen off since the last 2 years, the year, whenever he was an All-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be tough for the Niners. It's a predicament.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'd say, because the Purdy contract's going to cripple you.
Yeah, they're in a tough situation. They're going to put themselves underneath the cap, and they don't even have that. They don't have an elite quarterback.
Them swinging and missing on Trey Lance is so bad.
So bad.
If they stay the 9th pick up Micah Parsons, they'd probably have 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you were go back, not knowing what you know now, would you have made the same decision?
Would I have picked Trey Lance 3rd overall?
Well,
no.
Not even just the Niners, because what the Pats did too. Everybody basically missed on their quarterbacks that year.
What I would have,
except for Jacksonville.
The quarterbacks that I liked the picks at the time was Fields and Lawrence.
Yeah.
I didn't think Zach Wilson was great. I didn't think Trey Lance. I didn't know anything. And then when Mac Jones got drafted, I screamed and cried. I screamed. I was so upset. This is on video. Maybe we'll post that one day on the Instagram. It's truly heartbreaking to watch me get Mac Jones.
How about this? Let me throw this at you. Why not take Justin Fields instead? Do you think I think Justin Fields would be. I think we'd be talking about him being maybe a top 15 quarterback, top 10 quarterback if he was brought up under Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, with those weapons, 100%. You can totally see that. And the thing that sucked in that draft, every non-quarterback was ill.
Yeah.
Chase, Waddle, Smith, Sewell.
That's the year before. Because that's the year that Burrow got drafted.
I can't. No. You're saying stuff that just doesn't apply. You're wrong.
So you just said.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I am wrong.
Come on.
I am wrong.
Because how the hell would Cincy pick Chase?
Yeah, I just said I'm wrong.
I know.
I just said I'm
but
wrong.
Look at all these players. Sertan, J.C. Horn, Sewell, Slater, all the Parsons, every non-quarterback except for Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts sucks. Yeah. And he was the first non-quarterback, which is weird.
Yeah, he
all those guys are lethal. You literally go 5'6", you go Chase, A++, Waddle, solid receiver, 6 overall is nuts.
Yeah.
But then you go Sewell. I think Sewell was probably the 7th. He was in that range.
Yeah.
J.C. Horn goes early. He's good. He's just in Carolina. Sertan goes.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Slater, gross.
Yeah.
Parsons, gnarly.
Who did the Eagles draft?
Eagles drafted Devontae. Yeah. Like, those guys are gnarly.
I forget who had 13. I forget after that.
13's when it gets a little dicey.
Yeah.
Because I know 15's the Patriots. I think 12 was Fields, right?
12 was Fields.
Yeah, 14. I don't know who picked. Micah was, 10, 11, something like that? But whatever it is,
11.
every positional player in that draft was gross in the top, 15. Like, we're going to pull it up right now. It gets me going right now.
Yeah.
This draft class was sweet.
So you go Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. Then Kyle Pitts, horrible. Jamar hit, Waddle hit, Sewell, Horn, Pat Surtain, Devontae Smith. Then there goes Justin Fields, Micah Parsons, Rashawn Slater, Elijah Vera Tucker. Then it starts to get shaky after 14. After 14, it starts to get shaky.
Like, Jalen Phillips, good player.
God, this draft was so bad.
No, dude, those top 15 are...
Well, I'm talking about for me and you, this draft was horrible.
Yeah, this draft ruined my life and all that, but...
Kadarius Toney at 20. And we could have had, let's see, what receiver did we miss out on?
Low-key, once you get past 15, these are awful.
Yeah.
Jamin Davis, whatever he's called. ETN's, you don't draft him at 25. Greg Newsom's all right. Bateman's been coming on a little stronger.
Finally, after 3 years. Stokes isn't even on Green Bay anymore.
Greg Rousseau's fire.
Yeah.
Shout out Greg Rousseau.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, you guys get the point. Like, oh, man.
If San Fran picked any of those guys, it would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to throw that out.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on. Next segment. Keep going.
Yeah.
Post an Instagram feed. I think it was Sunday or something I posted. Please comment what you want to talk about. So many lovely submissions. We can only do a few of them. So we picked out 2. First one from Ryan Scarborough.
Shout out Ryan.
Shout out Ryan. He was wondering what bringing Mitchell Robinson back to your Knicks. What will that mean? Will they fare better?
Not gonna mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. God, man. I mean, these New York Knicks, man. I was so high on them going to the year. I kept my hopes up. But I mean, just after what was that? I think it was Saturday night. The game in Boston, the Cavs versus Boston. Celtics got out to a tremendous start. It was killing the Cavs.
What the fuck does this have to do with the Knicks?
Can you let me keep
going? I know, but continue. Continue.
You guys see how sensitive he is about Boston sports? You see how sensitive he is about them? Like, I didn't even get to finish my sentence, and he's already, what the fuck? He thinks I'm shitting on Boston. I'm not.
I know, it's just funny. It's just funny the way it started.
Yeah. Whatever. Big sensitive guy, man. Anyways, the C's were killing the Cavs. Me and my buddy Kroon were just watching the game on his phone because we were coming back from Atlanta for lacrosse, and we were watching the game, and we turned it off because C's were actually absolutely killing. I think Jason Tatum was closing in on a triple-double by halftime, and then the Cavs came back. I think the Cavs showing that in Boston, like, really, to credit to the Celtics too, because I mean they're already an elite team, but doing that in Boston and finally like standing up to the Boston Celtics, because I was saying the Cavs are fraudulent, but man, they kind of made me eat my words with that. I feel like I'm not gonna say it means everything, but it is something to look at when you go into Boston. Yes, they were hurt. They were missing who didn't play? Porzingis and
Holiday.
Okay, yes, they were missing Porzingis and Holiday, so that could be an issue. But the Cavs look better than the Knicks. I can tell you that. The Cavs made it. The Cavs actually won.
The Cavs have fight.
The Cavs actually won.
They got heart.
And, one thing about us, how do we not have fight? Tom Thibodeau's our head coach, okay? Actually, I'm going to say we do have fight. We do have grit. I believe we have grit. But it's hard to have grit when our center is a big cat. It's a big cat.
Literally.
Like, I mean, it's just tough. And then Tibbs, like, I kind of want Tibbs to go on. I'm going to say I'm off of Tibbs. I want him gone. I feel like with a better coach who doesn't run their players into the ground, we're fine. Like, we shouldn't be averaging 1,000 minutes. Like, our starting five shouldn't be averaging 1,000 minutes going to the back half of the season. Like, it's just a mix. It's just a recipe for disaster. I mean, we had a close game with the Heat the other day. It took Jalen Brunson in overtime to get us a win. Like, I'm just so off of the Knicks right now, where we're not playing as great. Like, by this time of the season, if you're a contender, you should look like it. You should be trending towards upwards. Kind of like how the Cavs are doing.
Gearing up.
Exactly. Kind of how the Cavs are doing, the Celtics are doing. They've been doing it all year. But the Lakers moving up from the 4 to the 2 seed, like, we don't look like we're about to hit our stride. We look like we're about to fall apart. And I think part of it is because everybody's playing 40 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing 40 minutes a game, and we didn't make enough effort. Like, right after we got Cat, we should have made an effort to go get another big defender, so that Cat can really play the 4, not have to play the 5.
Well, that's what's going to be with Robinson, and that's what the comment's all about.
But I don't really think it's going to do anything because if we think about it, it might help us against Cleveland, but we shouldn't really. The goal is to beat Boston. And that's just going to create a matchup problem because they're just going to switch everything, and they're going to go at Mitchell Robinson. He's going to get beat off the dribble.
And they're still going to
go
after
Cat.
They're going to go after Brunson.
And then they're going to go after... Exactly. I don't know. I feel like it puts Thibodeau in a tough position of who he's going to play because either way, there's going to be a mismatch on the floor.
Well, yeah. If say something happens, the Celtics get hurt, whatever, and they're out. It will help you hugely against Cleveland.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So it does help in the way to beat the Cavs. 100% bring Robinson back.
Yeah.
Against the Celtics, I'm not sure it does unless he can average 4 blocks a game or 3 blocks a game.
Well, he's gonna have to.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna have to protect that rim. But if they bring him out, if they go 5 out and they bring him out to the perimeter, it's not gonna help at all.
Yeah.
Especially because he can't shoot either.
I kind of think you should start Hart instead of Mikal or OG, and just have one of them. Well,
that's tough.
Well, because I'm thinking about because if you start Josh, if you bring Josh in as a 6-man, you're not getting scoring production, so you're gonna have to play Jalen Brunson a lot. You know what I'm saying? That second lineup. But if you bring a Mikal or OG, you can have even with OG, you're not really gonna get scoring. Because Mikal can score. He's a two-way.
Score, but it's not. He doesn't really create his own shot.
Yeah.
Bro. That's that's
the thing. It's tough on Jalen because he has to play in both. He has to play in both units. It's kind of like me on our hoop team.
How dirty do you want me to do you? Because I'm ready to go. I can get you good.
Yo, in 2 games, okay? One game, I played good.
Yep.
The other game, I played horrible.
How many?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
You go. I'm like Jalen Brunson's averaging almost 30 points a game. He used to play on both these units. That's like me. Drop the 3. Drop the 3 and the 30. That's you, all right, buddy.
You didn't have to do that. You did not.
You called yourself Jalen Brunson.
You did not have to do that. You literally said.
You went out of your way to say how great you are.
You gave me an opportunity to opt out of you doing me dirty, and then you go ahead and do it anyway.
There's no way.
That's the scumbag you are. You're a scumbag. That's who you are.
I am what I am.
That's who you are. Locking people at their own house.
Okay, now you're
laughing at it.
I'm still laughing, but it was funny and was
threatening to hit somebody with a dart, asking for a sip of your Celsius when they are dying of energy, needing of caffeine. Your buddy, your friend, your roommate, the person you share a house with. Scumbag. Your business partner. See, exactly, your business partner. You give him the opportunity to get out of it. He gets out of it, and then you just bring it back up. That's who you are. You guys are starting to really see the real Harry. Scumbag. Not a great guy.
I can hear people chirping from outside the door already. Outside the
Because it's true. Everybody knows. Everybody who really knows you knows it's true.
It's not true.
It is so true.
It's not true.
It's so true.
I just keep people in line and keep people in check.
It's so true.
Wow. I don't even know where to go with that. That's just wow. I'm happy you got that out.
That was your own doing.
All I'm saying is you were like, I'm the Jalen Brunson of our intramural hoop team.
It was obviously a joke.
It was due.
It was obviously a joke. Move on.
No, what? Actually,
move on.
This flows great. This actually works great because now we're actually getting into a most hated segment.
Yeah.
Who is hated more? It's not me because we all.
I don't know. You're pretty up there.
No, I already know I'm most hated.
Between
the 2 most historic franchises in basketball, the Celtics and the Lakers. Who is more hated? It's tough because the way I think it works is the Lakers have fans all over the world.
Yeah.
But they have haters all over the world, too. And it doesn't help they have LeBron James, who's the most divisive player in basketball, I'd say. You either love him or you really don't love him. You really hate him.
If you're above the age of 40, you hate him.
Odds are you hate him. And it's tough because, I hate the Lakers. I really do.
Yeah.
But it's because I'm on that other side. And it's if you're a Lakers fan, you hate the Celtics. If you're a Celtics fan, you hate the Lakers. It's like cats and dogs, it's just the way it is. It's the way I grew up. But like from your perspective, well, it's weird because you hate the Celtics too. Because you being a Knicks fan, being a rivalry, having to deal with me all the time, it's very easy for you to hate the
Boston people in general.
It's not Boston people in general.
Massachusetts people in general because they all are Boston fans.
Yeah, well, it's not. That's not.
You guys are scumbags.
We're not
That's
scumbags.
actually where I was gonna go with that.
Okay, you can go with that. You can. Yeah, let's hear your side of things. You think the Celtics are more hated?
Oh, I think the Celtics are more hated by a landslide.
I agree. And it's tough because if Jason Tatum played on any other team, I don't think he'd get 1/100th of the hate he gets. But since he wears the green and the green loves him, and we love the anomaly.
Here's my thing: when you're passionate about your team, like just I'm gonna figure out a way to put this. Just think about the Eagles, okay? Eagles have great fans, okay? But like if you're on the Eagles, you think your fans are great because of how much they root for your team, how much they care for the team, and how much they gloat when they win and things like that. Like those things go into other fan bases hating you because of how you act when your team is good.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing with Boston is like, you know, when opposing players go to Boston, you know, they get verbally abused.
They get got.
They get verbally abused. You know, they're spoiled rotten. They're actually brats. A lot of Massachusetts fans, a lot of people in Massachusetts who root for Boston sports, they're actually spoiled brats. That's actually how they act like. I just thought about that. I just came up with that. They're spoiled brats.
You just figured that out.
If you think about it, they never really had dark days. Patriots have been good since 2000. The Red Sox, even when the Patriots don't win, the Red Sox have been good too.
This has been great.
Celtics have been good. So like this generation, like our generation of Boston fans, are really the ones who are spoiled brats. Because at least like the older generation had more appreciation for it because they
only had the Celtics really.
Exactly, they only had the Celtics. But like people who are like 24 and 25 and younger, they are the spoiled brats because they were just blessed with great teams in every sport. And I think that's really why they're just so nauseating, scumbags, and just tough to deal with. Because think about the conversations that me and Harry have. You don't know what it feels like to lose a Super Bowl. It's the worst feeling ever.
It is the worst feeling
ever. At least you got there.
No,
you can't
disagree.
See this is the reason why. Like, do you see? You guys see, like, he's literally proving my point right here. Like, you guys are literally spoiled brats. You're scumbags, and that's my piece on it.
You have a mouth on you. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, I can tell you there's nothing worse than losing a Super Bowl. The Patriots won like 3 games last year. Every Sunday night, my head hit the pillow. I slept 8 hours minimum. Slept fantastic. Didn't even think about it.
That's another thing, too. Oh, the Patriots have been bad for the last 3 years. Patriots have been bad for the last 4 years. We've had dark days.
Yeah, we have. All I'm saying is you said, losing the Super Bowl is the worst thing ever.
Since you've been alive, you've been great. You guys have been great since you've been alive.
Before I was alive. But all I'm saying is, yeah, losing a Super Bowl fucking sucks.
Okay, but I'm saying, like, you can take 4 years of losing when you've been great, when all you've known is being great. Like, you can take 4 years.
I do. I am taking the 4 years. Like, I don't, you act like I'm saying, like, no, I totally understand that. I'm like, yeah, Patriots stink right now. We'll be back. Build it back up. But the thing is, like, you would just have such a, like, New York fans are the same damn way.
Stop.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
The Knicks fans, when they were good a few years ago, going bing bong in the streets, there was like a party every time. Like,
we haven't been. Most of them weren't alive since the last time we were good. The last time we won a championship, my mother wasn't even alive.
So
my mother's 50.
What should Celtics fans do? Should they just sit down when they win and like do a golf clap?
See, then he goes there. No, that's obviously not what we're saying. That's obviously not what I'm saying. Okay, you're allowed to be excited and passionate. It's just the way you go. There's winning with class. There's winning with class. And you guys don't have that. You guys don't win.
You're
with
not
class.
a good sports city if you like.
If you're assholes.
Yeah,
basically,
you have to be an asshole.
So you have to be an asshole.
Philadelphia, all assholes. Boston, assholes. Like New York, yes, yes they are.
No, they're not.
Yankees fans. I know you're not a Yankee fan, but Yankees fans are pricks. 27 rings. You won them before World War II. Those guys are pricks. Like Turtle and Entourage, He went up to Tom Brady and he told him, I'm not going to shake your damn hand. And he's like, oh, were you at the Giants Super Bowl parade? That's in Tom Brady's face. And you want to say Giants fans are an asshole? This guy is a Giants fan. He went up to Tom Brady and told him he sucks balls. That's an asshole thing to do.
That's something you would do.
I would never go up to Eli Manning and tell him he sucks balls. I said, screw you, Eli Manning. You took some shit, but like I respect
No, so you say it just like that. That's a lie.
You think if I saw Eli Manning, I'd go up to his face and tell him he sucks balls?
Probably.
That'd be cool. It's Eli Manning. Like, what up? That's dope. No, you just have this preconceived notion. I'm not that bad of a person. And you parlay it, you're like, you're a scumbag. Yes, I'm happy my teams win. And, like, Boston fans in general, yeah, they are pricks. 100%.
Yeah.
I am a prick too, probably.
Yeah, you are. No,
and the Celtics are more hated. But I don't know where you get this holiness, the holier-than-thou attitude. You are bad. You would do the same damn thing.
I win with class. No, I wouldn't.
You win with class?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Well, I want to see you actually win something, and I want to see you behave. I guarantee you will not.
Well,
if the Knicks
we didn't know each other 2 years ago, but I wasn't gloating about the Giants season 2 years ago.
Because there's nothing to gloat about.
There was.
Oh my God, you beat Kirk Cousins in a wild card game. That is nothing.
Okay.
And you got destroyed by the Eagles.
Okay.
That's nothing to celebrate. Yippee.
So the Patriots did that exact same thing. They were heavily underdogs going into the game on the road as a 6 seed. They beat the 3 seed, let's say Cincinnati. They beat the 3 seed Cincinnati. Then they go on and have to play a dominant Baltimore team, and they get dismantled, knowing that they're overachieving. You wouldn't be happy about that. You wouldn't not praise that, but you wouldn't be like, hey, at least we got there. Like, it was a good thing that we got there. Like, bravo.
25 years from now, I would not bring that up like that. No,
I'm not gonna bring it up.
I would just say on the next year, let's keep building. I wouldn't be happy. I'm not happy that we win.
Okay.
I'm not happy. The Red Sox, I'll be happy if they win.
You literally okay.
I'll be pleased. But it's not gonna be I'm not gonna be fired up about it.
All right.
Because the Ravens, if we're I'll be pleased because I know we couldn't beat the Ravens in that way. All right, that's a big thing to climb. We did that next year. I'd be like, all right, I get that. I just feel like my roommate Al, he's a Giants fan. He talks about this damn Daniel Jones team all the damn time. My thing is, I'd be pleased because I know Drake May is the guy. I don't know if did you really think Daniel Jones was the guy?
No.
That's why I wouldn't be moved by that, because I'm like, all right, I don't know really where we're gonna go from now, because Daniel Jones, we're gonna pay him a shit ton, and I don't really believe in him. I'll use an example. Say Mac Jones rookie year, we went to playoffs, we got crushed by Buffalo. His rookie year, I didn't say a single damn good thing about that team.
Well, because that was you didn't win a playoff game. We would have got there and we would have lost the playoff game and got destroyed in the way.
Yeah, but it was our rookie quarterback, our first round pick. His first year we went to the playoffs. But I knew with them, this is nothing. We're going to suck with this kid. That's what I'm saying. I think that's pretty similar. Where it was Daniel Jones, third year? Something like that? It was 20.
Yeah, third year because it was 20 days.
Yeah, our rookie year we went, Mac Jones, I'm like, this is terrible. I just think Boston fans, they're wicked easy to hate because people hate what they don't have. I think that makes sense. I'm watching the Celtics documentary, watching Bill Russell and the guys. I couldn't even imagine if I was alive then. What does the 7th or 8th championship in a row feel like? Is it that much? Is it that fun?
At that point, I feel like you're just
in a row. Because it's one thing if you lose, say when the Patriots were good, we'd win, we lose, we win, we lose, almost alternate every year. Because it's it sucks because the losing makes the winning better.
Yeah.
Because you know what it likes to lose.
Yeah.
Winning, it's just tough. That's why I was so happy the Celtics won, because it's been 7, 8 years of Tatum and Brown losing in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to get over the hump. And that's why I was so happy they did. But if I was Bill Russell gets drafted, he wins his rookie year, loses his second year, and then doesn't lose again the rest of his career, I'm like, damn. That's wild. But yeah, I think, in short part, the Celtics are definitely more hated than Lakers.
I think we agree on that part.
Yeah.
We agree on that part for sure.
It's just tough.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, yeah.
But I do hate the damn Lakers.
I feel I don't even know,
Well, what makes the Lakers hateable is it's not right now. It's not with Luka and LeBron. It's back when any player was even rumored to be available.
And everybody
jersey swap immediately.
Yeah, fair.
Quickest jersey swap known to man.
Yeah.
Paul George. And the Knicks are guilty of the same thing. Back when the whole Kevin Durant, Kyrie thing, it was
okay, no.
And Zion, all of them.
No, Kyrie actually wanted to go to the Knicks. was Kevin Durant that wanted to go to Brooklyn.
Why?
I don't know.
That's weird.
It might have been the other way around, actually.
Whatever it is, that's odd.
Yeah, I think it was the other way around. For sure, I think it was the other way around.
Moving on, got the UFC to talk about.
Yeah.
I love the UFC. I've been getting more into it every year in, year out. Jesus Christ. But this week, huge card. Alex Pereira is fighting for the belt. He's light heavyweight champion of the world right now. He's fighting against Magomed Ankalaev. Fuck him.
Who?
Fuck him. Ankalaev. Stupid fucking Russian. That's what he is. He's stupid fucking Russian. I'm sick of his shit. And he's like, he's not going to take down Pereira. He's like, I will outstrike him. If he doesn't try to wrestle him, he's going to get knocked out within 2 rounds. Guaranteed. Book it. No qualms.
I was going to say, Alex Pereira is a bad man.
Shama.
He is a bad man. I mean, I feel like his only, like you said, his only chances is to wrestle him.
Yeah, he's going to have to submit him.
Go ahead. You can take it. Cause
yeah, he's going to have to try to take him down, shoot him. And guess what? Breaking news on Nickel and Dimes. Breaking news. We have a special guest coming in. Conor Kroon. He is our resident expert in CCU rec intramural sports. He's the analyst. Is that a good way to describe yourself? Get to the mic on you. Put on your shirt. Oh.
Hello. Hey everyone. So yeah, I'm the local CCU intramural and recreation insider and analyst, and thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you
here.
Of course. Little fun segment.
Very good.
Little fun segment to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
So, as an insider,
Yes.
analyst of
Yes.
intramural rec sports, pretty big games coming up. The
Huge
final regular season
Yes.
game for basketball, and then championship game in football. We want to start with football one. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of development, especially today. There's been rumors going around. Al Renzi came down with a fever this morning, but he's healthy and he's playing, and it should be a good game. I know Prize Picks came out as 1-point favorites.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 1-point favorites.
Yeah, 1-point favorites. Alex Renzi, the quarterback for Prize Picks.
Yes.
Coming down with a
I thought that was a household name at this point. I'm
Question-
sorry I didn't mention
injury.
that.
I also heard cornerback / receiver Sean. I don't know his last name because I'm obviously not the insider. But I also heard that he's coming down a little bit questionable with a hamstring or something.
Familiar,
like
yeah.
that.
It's a game time decision. It's up to those guys. My sources have been quiet on that.
I would like to flip sports.
Yeah, what's going on there?
To go to Hope Reincarnated, the intramural basketball team. So there's a big thing with the football game going on.
Yeah.
At halftime, they're losing
Yeah.
several key players. Nathan
Wow.
Tennyson, Owen Lisk, and then Alex Renzi previously is no showing on his team. What does it say about him? I'm not really sure.
That's for the insider to say. Here,
Well,
I
insider,
think.
yeah.
That's for the insider to say.
First off the rip, the return of Nate Tunnelson means nothing. He's been out all season,
Yep.
milking the finger.
Wait, what happened?
Well,
You're the
yeah,
analyst.
yeah,
What
yeah.
happened?
So
Yeah. Give us the details, insider.
there's an apparent upper body injury
Okay.
correlated to the fingers that has been keeping him out of the sport for a while. Don't know much about it, but he's been out. He has been a DNP, so he comes back, plays a half. What do you guys think about that?
I just don't know if he's going to be ready for it.
Yeah, a few weeks off. Will he be cold? It was a shooting
Conditioning
hand.
could be an issue too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just go up and down the court again.
Another question for our in-house
Yes.
analyst.
Yeah.
So you're saying Nate Tennyson misses 2 games, I think it was?
I believe so.
So missing
correct,
games
yep.
for our team, Hope Reincarnated, our best big man, missed last game. How will that affect him?
I'm expecting a big return tonight from our star big man.
Are we saying double-double? Are we thinking double-double or like?
Funny you say that. I was thinking triple-double.
Oh, triple-double.
Okay.
Well, because this is a big game for the Hope,
this
for
is-
Hope Reincarnated.
It means everything.
I mean, kind of an underwhelming season for them.
We're over on the year so far.
It's
Very
we're,
underwhelming season.
we're playing from here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're playing from
for sure. Underwhelming season. Didn't meet expectations. First 2 games didn't go the way. Missing star player in one of those games.
Correct.
Actually, two of the games out of the 4 that we played. Just how does this team find a rhythm again?
I'm hoping tonight we come to this game with a clean slate. We put the egos aside and we play true basketball tonight.
I think we go STL. I'm not talking St. Louis.
Okay.
Share the love.
Share the love.
Share the love.
I'm all about that.
Fake a pass, make a pass.
Now, if by chance,
Share the love.
Hope reincarnated is able to sneak into the playoffs.
Wow.
What do you feel is their ceiling going to the playoffs? How deep of a run can they go on?
Well, fellas, if I'm being honest with this squad, there is no ceiling. Similar to the Prize Pick squad, you guys had a loss earlier in the season.
The ceiling is the roof.
There's always adversity. You
Yeah.
need to, at any point in the season.
Yeah.
And I think with this squad, I mean, the championship, if we make the playoffs, it's there.
Okay.
I mean, survive and advance.
Yeah, survive advance. It's just one game at a time.
Yes.
One game
Win.
at a time.
And get in.
Yep.
And that's it.
Now,
We're playing one game.
I want to go back to the football one. Prize Picks, as you mentioned, the line.
Correct.
1 point favorites.
They opened today. The odds makers over at Willie B. One of my personal sources, Gary Speeds, came out with the lines 1 point favorites.
What do you think about that line? I think that's...
So I think it's a fair line. I think it's unbeknownst to the odds makers that Al Renzi came down with a terrible fever this morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. That's.
I don't know how it will affect his play.
Well, if he doesn't go, who steps into to play? If he's not able to go, who steps in? Who's able to step into that quarterback role? Is the backup quarterback going to be able to get it done?
Well, funny enough, we have a fellow in the squad. You might know him personally, Owen Lisk.
Yes, yeah.
He walked on the baseball team here at Coastal Carolina.
Yep.
Shout out, number 24 ranked,
Yep.
right?
Coastal baseball.
As of
Yes,
late.
sir.
Shout
Yes,
out.
sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out them. I heard he had a hell of an arm in high school. What do you guys think about that?
I know.
I think
I
he
know.
could play.
I've spoke
I
with
think
him.
he
He
could
played
play.
high school quarterback, competitive teams. Questions about the offense they ran have emerged. I don't know if he's ready for a 7-on-7 type of passing league.
Yeah.
A lot of run-heavy offense, but we're hoping if he has to play, he can play. And go back to Gary Spades. He also, I heard that last week, he set the line at 10.5 points for the team, the D-Gens, who I believe were, or whoever we played last week. I forget what the team name was. We won outright. Prize Picks won outright despite being 11-point underdogs. So his lines, they are kind of questionable, but I think 1 point sounds nice. Almost a pick 'em.
Agreed.
And nothing beats a pick 'em in a championship. It makes it fun for everyone
Makes it
involved.
fun.
Yeah.
No money lines today. Why not take the spread?
Yeah,
Why not?
of course,
Right,
of
Why
course.
not? Why not take the spread? So who do you have coming winning the flag football championship?
I had a vision last night, and in that I saw a game-winning touchdown to Caleb McBride.
Oh, he sounds like a stud.
A good player.
It's fucking you.
He sounds like a stud. I'm just saying.
There's questions about his snappage on offense, but he will definitely be on defense. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I heard rumors spinning earlier. With,
Discombobulations within the
with-
organization.
Yeah, well-
with Alex Renzi.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that? Because I think you deserve to play offense the whole game.
Well, I'm gonna speak in third person. Okay,
He's great.
So Caleb McBride, very not a fast guy, but he's a very talented route runner, and it showed that was very evident in the second game of the season for the Prize Picks team. The only game he was able to appear in because of other issues surrounding just life in general. But the one game he appeared in created a three-headed monster at the receiving position with Sean and Nick being so dominant, and then also Caleb adding in, with Sean and Nick taking over with their speed, route running in, their ability to high point the football and catch the ball, and then Caleb McBride just slid into that third position and was able to just get open with his talented route running. So I feel like with him being able to, with his ability to be able to get open in the route running, I feel like he should be catered towards being used on the offensive end of the football. And first game back in a minute, we'll see how the conditioning is, we'll see how pregame goes, how I feel after the basketball game too.
Correct.
But I feel like if he plays on offense, if he gets high percentage snaps on offense, Prize Picks will for sure lock.
All right.
I tend to agree. I fully agree.
And last thing before we end the episode, we're just talking about UFC when you came in.
Okay.
Just want to ask you for your pick.
Okay.
Championship fight. We got Magomed Ankalaev fighting against Alex Pereira. Who do you have winning and how? Shama. Caleb, you agree? Disagree?
Wow, Pereira. I feel like you're a fool if you take.
Shama.
Yeah.
Shama.
Oh,
Shama.
really?
Shama.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We got a clean sweep of Pereira across the board. think that's a great way to end the episode. Shama, check us out on our social medias. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
CCU Rec, intramural sport analyst, Conor Kroon.
And Insider.
And Insider. Conor Kroon coming by end of the episode to give us really good insight on what's going on in and around the sports on campus. Even spoke about the baseball team. Thank him for that.
More to come.
Shout out for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. Check us out on all social medias. Kev, you got anything?
No, we got it right there. That was a great outro.
Can I say something?
Yeah, one last thing.
On Tuesday, we wear teal.
Yeah.
Shanta.
Sean's up.
Shanta.